Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Asylum podcast, the only podcast you need to be listening to where you can learn how to make your girlfriend come in under an hour. I, as always, am Mr. Turbo Tongue himself, the chosen one, Zack Winters, and with me, as always, is Magic Mike Fingers himself, Darkness.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
So, before we start, I have a joke, Darkness. You want to hear it?
Sure.
A racist, a homophobe, and a Holocaust denier walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Hey, big vicious!"
Come on.
You're a fucking idiot.
That's a slow burn right there. It took a second for it to register in his brain.
Wow.
Hey, wait. Are you insulting me?
No,
That's me!
no, I was shaking my head, and the funny thing was, I knew that's what was coming. I was like, okay. So, at first I was like, wait, he just jumped. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
He's not introducing me, and he's telling a joke. This can't possibly go well.
Oh no, now everybody knows I'm a Holocaust denier.
Jeez.
Fucking Zack.
Always.
Oh, guys, how the fuck are you?
Doing alright. Hanging in there.
That's all we can do in these crazy times.
Yeah, seriously.
I do say fuck this weather.
No,
Oh, I'm all over it, though.
the weather's awesome. Don't even.
I am over the heat. Like, we're gonna have a brutal ass winter, because, like, already, what was it, a couple nights ago, it got down to, like, 28 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, and my wife is like, she still goes out and jumps in the hot tub, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She looks like Ghost Rider when she gets out of it, because she gets out and there's just like steam rising off her. I was like, whoa, you look like Ghost Rider. She's like, who? It's like, never
Put the
mind.
skull mask on real quick.
Yeah, it's getting bad. The drop in the temperature is pretty brutal, so.
Yeah. It's just this weather change, the drastic going from hot to cold. It fucks with my allergies and sinuses.
Wasn't it like a week ago we're all still in like shorts and short sleeve shirts?
Yeah.
Well, that's me year round.
I remember I didn't
that's
go to Comic-Con in my costume because it would be too fucking hot, and now I'm like wearing that shit anyway, just cause. I'm recording with a burqa on right now. Or, no, what is it? Balaclava?
Balaclava?
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Ski mask. That's what I'm wearing.
I thought you didn't wear that because you look like a mall flasher.
Well, that too. And my head is so fucking enormous I couldn't fit the fedora on my head to make it look properly. Looked like I was wearing a kid's fedora. But, yeah. So, anyway. Another week.
Another just set of like news that I definitely have researched this week.
As he jumps on videogames.com to get all the shit he's going to talk about.
As I jump on Kotaku real quick to make sure nobody's raped anybody this week.
Oh, God. That's always something.
That's always something. Guardians of the Galaxy is looking good, though.
The game, right?
The game.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like it was pretty cool. The only the Guardians of the Galaxy game I knew of was like those story-driven ones.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Telltale.
Telltales.
Telltales, yeah. Like, yeah. So, this should be interesting to see how this goes.
Ever since the Marvel Avengers came out, I was like kind of shitting on this one, but the more that's come out with it, the more I'm kind of like, I might wait till this is on sale.
Yeah. It seemed like it would be interesting. I mean, it would be cool to have a video game where you just have your own spaceship and you fly from place to place, and like an MMO, but instead of like Warcraft, where it's olden fantasy times, it's like, I'm on a spaceship and I shoot things with my blaster. Star Wars games like that.
I was gonna say every Star Wars game that's an MMO has like promised that and not delivered.
Yeah. I mean, even the good ones like fuck.
Knights of the Old Republic.
There you go. Got a brain farting all over the place. Like it wasn't that type of an MMO. It was just like an RPG. So there's that other one, the Star Wars Online. It's okay, but it's still not exactly what you would hope for. So, but yeah. Anyway.
I want to get my X-wing and have space fights with my friends.
Yeah. Have you guys all group up and go take down a space station somewhere, or whatever?
The old Battlefield games are really good for that.
The Battlefield, like Battlefield.
The Star Wars, or was it Battlefront?
Oh, Battlefront.
Star Wars Battlefront. Sorry, that was my.
Like you could fly spaceships in World War II. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
The Nazis got crazy with their shit.
Oh shit! Well, they did have the Tesseract, so what the fuck?
I mean, not that Big V would know since he denies it all.
Jesus.
Come on. Someone's gonna take this shit seriously one of these times.
I don't know.
He's gonna be walking to the ring and get pelted with a beer bottle. Like some guy, you Holocaust denier! Like, what the hell is going on? Yeah.
This show, I won't be able to do any better. Like, this show will be over if one of the fans like hates one of you guys for something I said.
Yeah.
Because then I can't top that.
I'm gonna get some weird fucking fan dressed up like a fucking teddy bear trying to grab at me and shit. You know you like it. You know you like it. I'm like, no, get the fuck away from. What is going on?
But Zack said.
Yeah, exactly.
Come at me! I'm Strong Fang!
God. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to deny that those female Sonic cosplayers are not something I wouldn't mind looking at, but
there it is.
There you go.
Oh, Zack was right the whole time.
Yeah.
We got
fucking furry.
we got Zack's gimmick. He's follow him, but it's fucking the word of Zack.
Follow the word of Zack.
See, I wanted to do that, but I felt that might be like too on the nose.
Yeah.
So just take a little bit from like the list of Jericho, but make the book of Zack, and you open it up and you say different things.
So I had to explain to a friend of mine who doesn't know anything about wrestling why the list of Jericho is so hilarious. Because it was just like it was just Jericho with his cardboard. He was just like, you just made the list, and like the other guy would act like they just got shot.
Yeah. It was this fucking devastating thing to be put on the list.
There was no consequences to it. You just made the list.
Yeah.
There was no like.
I still love.
There was nothing that came out of it.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't do anything.
I thought that was the best part.
Yeah, I still loved his old one in WCW where he went through his list of moves. That was awesome
yes,
too.
That's still funny to this day.
Yeah, arm drag. And then like they go to commercial break.
Mexican arm drag.
He come back and he's like some weird three-handled credenza. I was like, what the fuck? And then right after it he goes arm drag. He just kept saying arm drag to take up spots on the list because he had to have more holds than Dean Malenko.
Right. Jericho's brilliant in a lot of things, like when he made Ralphus or whatever.
Ralphus, yeah.
Ralphus.
Dude, when he tells that story, he's fucking... Dude, I cry every time I hear it.
I love how Ralphus started to get a big head about it, too.
Yes.
And he wanted his own dressing room and shit like that.
You're like, hey!
Ralphus is picking up rats?
Yeah, he was like a roadie at a fucking Def Leppard concert trying to grab chicks for Jericho, but there was no way that they were going to go back with Jericho. He's just doing it for his own means. It's like, oh yeah, I know Jericho, come with me. And his little fucking half shirt with his belly hanging out.
His fucking gut and his like 3 teeth he has.
Yeah. That was awesome.
I never noticed, I listened to Jericho tell the story, and I never noticed that all he did was wag his finger at people.
Yeah.
They'd reach out for high fives and like, no.
He was like fucking, was it Techno Viking? Just that finger point. Techno Viking could have actually done something, but he just did that one fucking finger point, and everyone's just like, oh.
You want to know the crazy part about that? As I think he ended up like marrying that guy he grabbed and threw around.
Okay. I never followed up with Techno Viking, I guess.
I got curious and fall down some weird rabbit holes. Like, whatever happened to Techno Viking? And it was during a gay pride parade, and this guy, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but like Techno Viking just walked up to this guy, grabbed him and threw him off this other person, and like pointed his finger and then kept on dancing.
He danced the whole time. Someone handed him a flyer. He's dancing as he reads it, and then he crumples it up and just throws it, but he never missed a beat. That was the best part about that. He just kept going. He didn't even care.
Apparently the guy he threw, like, they made up afterwards, and now they're married.
Aw, see, happy endings all around. Aw. It's a feel-good story right there. So, anyway.
I would not want to be on the receiving end of that, man. He looked very big and very strong.
What if he's a power bottom, though?
Oof.
Yeah. Break it.
All right, we got to stop this before I need to jerk off.
No, 5 minutes and a cigarette. We'll be back.
Fuck.
Yes, V, that's
speaking
what we're
of
talking
happy
about.
endings.
Uh-oh.
Ubisoft Studios under investigation for sexual harassment and workplace discrimination reports.
That's Ubisoft
and there
now.
is a lot of stuff coming out with the culture of abuse,
so to speak. What? Oh, sorry. There's a lot of stuff coming out. I was like a fifth grader for a second. That's all. You said coming out. Coming. A lot of stuff coming out. Forget it. Jesus. I'm trying to appeal to our demographic here, and you're just fucking like, it's going over your head. It's bad.
Like when you have sex to completion.
There you go. Yeah. He's just like disgusted with us this week. Fuck. Jesus.
It's because he's never had sex to completion.
Shut up. God. Anyway.
I was just
he always gets halfway there and then he gets blown up and has to stop.
So, what's the list of games that we can't play anymore now? Because we're boycotting.
Well, fuck, because I'm like balls deep in Far Cry 6 right now, so I gotta stop playing that, I guess. Assassin's Creed.
Oh. Damn it.
I'm still crossing the picket line.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You fucking scab.
I support all the good ones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. My money only goes to the good people paychecks.
That's what I choose to believe.
It's like when you fucking get into it with somebody. It's like, my fucking taxpayer, my money pays for that. My taxes pay. Like, you designate what your fucking taxes do. Like, some cop pulls you over. I pay your salary. Like, oh, okay. You designated your fucking money to go specifically towards that dude's paycheck.
I was gonna say, what the fuck do they expect to come out of that?
I don't know. People are just fucking ridiculous.
My taxes pay your salary. Oh, they sure do.
Yeah. I paid for your kid's education. You're like, what? What the what?
Yeah. When I used to work the retail side of things, I had this guy, it was right after we got self-checkouts, he walks up and that's all that's open. He's just standing there. And it's like, go ahead, dude. You use the register. He's like, I don't ring my own stuff up. I come here to be served. It's like, oh, okay. And so I grab his item and I look at the cashier and I'm like, this special gentleman right here feels he doesn't need to do his own self-checkout, so he wants you to ring him up. And he goes, I don't like your attitude. I pay your paycheck. I'm like, ooh, your $1.75 has just fed my kid for a week. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You do very well in food service.
The guy get in my face one time at the hotel. He's like, I pay your paycheck. I said, what? How do you figure? I paid to stay here. I said, you didn't pay for my paycheck this week. Yes, I did. I said, no, you didn't. See that guy right over there? He did. And he's like, fuck you. I'm like, no, sorry, bud. I'm going to take care of that guy because he's paying my paycheck. He got pissed, and like, how could you designate where your money goes in that kind of situation? It's so stupid. But yeah, there's people like that in wrestling too. I paid to see you perform, monkey. I'm like, what? What the fuck?
You sure did.
Yeah.
And now here's a 4-minute headlock. You paid for this.
Blame him, everybody. Blame him. Shit. That's what's cool about wrestling is, like, if you're a heel, you can get away with saying shit like that.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I've been afraid not afraid, but just like worried that there was going to be some shit breakout because of the shit that Zack does in the ring and yells at people. And I'm just like, oh god, this is going to be the one. He's going to piss off the wrong fucking person this week. But luckily we've been okay so far.
I'm shocked too.
Yeah. I mean,
to be real.
It's like, there's been some incidents, but so far,
that
so
one
good.
time that one lady wanted to fight me because I called her a whore.
Jesus.
This wasn't even in part of the wrestling. This was just when he went down to Walmart.
Yeah.
What was it? I forget what you went off on them. Like, they thought you called somebody something. You're like, I didn't call her that. I called you that. They were like all coming to the defense of this kid because they thought that you had called her something. And you're like, no, I called you that.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, here we go.
The only time both me and Big V have broken character on that is when we made a little girl cry.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was giving me shit, and I told her haircut looked stupid. And then Big V started on her, too. And then she just started crying.
It's like, you guys, what the fuck?
And then we both, like, we both felt bad, and we, like, turned it around.
Sometimes it hits the heartstrings, and you're like, fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah, well, fucking softies.
There was that one kid, I can't remember if I ever told the story where, like, the kid with the crossed eye.
I don't know if you told the story or not.
It was, I was wrestling somebody, and this little fat kid with a cross, he had a little wonky eye, and he was, like, giving me shit the whole time. And I finally just stood up and told him he better shut his mouth, or... No, I said, shut up, fat boy. And then, like, I've never seen a little kid be so appalled in my life. And he starts going in on me again. I go, you better shut up before I hop over this rail and knock that eye straight. And the best part that I can never forget about to this day is motherfucker's mom looks over at him and goes, ha 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 ha!
I remember that. Oh my god. The kid was so upset.
Like, not like crying upset, but like appalled.
Yeah, it was funny because, like, he looked to his mom for, like, help me, and she threw his ass under the bus. And she was on Zack's side. It was so fucking funny. I was like, no way. I was like, damn, Zack, that's a little far. Oh, his mom's okay with it. Oh, screw it. Let's go with it. So, God. But Pa takes the brunt of our shit. Because he's out there after we've riled him all up.
Yeah.
And then he's hey, fuck you, old man. He like turns around. And he can't turn his head, so he shuffles his whole body over to look at someone. And he's like, you shut up. I was like, oh, Pa.
Eyes welling up in tears.
Yeah. Anyway, fuck. I'm talking about
Lips
wrestling.
Quivering, telling people to shut up.
He's mashing his gums.
Oh my god, I hope he got false teeth.
Over the break, you think he got some?
He said he did. And there's nothing funnier to me than the Pa with these huge, like, obnoxiously pearly white teeth.
He looks like a fucking Stretch Armstrong doll. The teeth are just...
But like when you put it in the microwave for 45 seconds?
Yeah. It's like an old one. Oh, it looked like fucking like Primus in that fucking Winona's Big Brown Beaver video.
Oh,
It's just got those teeth.
No, what was Stretch Armstrong's like enemy? Where like the Vac Man.
Vac Man, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, classic toys. Let's get into that.
Let's get into classic toys. I miss Crash Test Dummies.
Those things were fucking hilarious. I would break so much furniture in my house. But it's okay. It's what you're supposed to do. Stop knocking that shit into the credenza. I'm like, no, it's okay.
You're just throwing these cars and shit at things.
Yeah.
Vintage toys. Do you guys remember? Well, Darkness. Do you remember Captain Power?
Oh,
Do you remember lawn darts?
Oh, I remember those too.
Captain Power. It was the first time they had interactive TV. So you bought these toys. Captain Power had the power jet thing, and you would watch the show, and you would shoot at the enemies, and they'd fire back, like when they're like having a battle or whatever. Mm-hmm. And if they hit your thing so many times, it would launch Captain Power out of the fucking jet. That shit was amazing.
I remember I had one of the ships or something, and my sister got like that little power chair thing that they would sit in.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny because just recently I came across a video on YouTube that explained the technology on that and how bullshit it was. Because you're putting a VHS tape in to a VCR and you're shooting at the screen thinking that you're doing something like it's a video game. But that's not the case. Like, it's weird because it goes over the technology and explains how it would make your ship destroy, like blow up and all this other stuff by sending different frequencies and stuff through the picture. So like it would be it was all bullshit. It was just flashing lights in a certain pattern and it would cause your ship to blow up, and you know. But yeah, I remember that one. It was like the biggest thing around. And I remember that and Photon, fucking laser tag, the original laser tag sets. Those things. But yeah,
fuck, you guys are old.
Fuck yeah, we are.
Dude, I'm so old. I used to have a Dukes of Hazzard fucking plastic car that had this little flap that opened up at the top, and you'd put Luke and Duke in the fucking car and drive around. Nice.
Fucking Dukes of Hazzard. That's something that didn't age well, huh? I remember the movie that they made with Johnny Knoxville, and there's that scene where they're driving around downtown, and then like the black family looks over and look at the flag on the top of the car. I'm like, oh, all right.
You know, that's what I find really weird. Like all these old shows, like Dukes of Hazzard, Chips. What else have they made?
Miami Vice, Baywatch, yeah.
Have they remade it? Miami Vice movie?
Yeah, it had Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx. You remember that one?
I haven't seen it.
They didn't do a comedy on that one. They made it like a serious movie.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, but then you got like 21 Jump Street. They took all these shows that were like not necessarily like serious, but you know, it wasn't just straight comedy, and they made these goofy ass like slapstick comedies, like, you know, Dukes of Hazzard.
Whoa! 21 Jump Street was great.
Okay, not all of them were bad, but I'm just saying they took all these. So out of all of them, yeah, 21 Jump Street I liked.
Yeah. I like Starsky and Hutch was okay.
Yes.
That one was fun, you know. I'm trying to think what else there was that was like... Baywatch was goofy, but, you know. They ever do a Magnum PI? That would be hilarious.
I don't think so.
Just some dude with a big-ass mustache walking around Hawaii.
They with his short-ass shorts.
Yeah.
But like, so they did Chips.
Yeah.
With I can't remember the two actors. Zack Shepard or whatever.
Veronica Mars' husband.
And the Hispanic dude from Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Michael Pena.
Pena. You said it right.
And then I did actually enjoy the remake of Fantasy Island.
Oh, that wasn't...
The horror movie?
No.
Yeah, that wasn't really...
There's no bloated Marlon Brando. I don't like it.
When was he ever on Fantasy Island?
I must be thinking of something else.
Yeah. You're thinking of Ricardo Montalban.
What movie was the one where he was like in a muumuu and had a midget?
The Island Dr. Moreau.
That was it.
With Val Kilmer before he lost his voice.
Yeah.
Oh.
And regained it.
Oh, well, thanks for spoiling that one.
We've already talked about him getting his voice.
Oh. Okay.
It's his voice, but it's Christian Bale doing the recording.
I'm Batman.
So you could remember, like, he was the inferior Batman.
No. Of all the Batman, I'd say Clooney was the worst, not Val Kilmer.
Clooney could have been way better, though. I don't think Kilmer could have been better.
Yeah, I think Clooney was just phoning it in, as they say.
It was George Clooney. You weren't watching Bruce Wayne. You were watching George Clooney in a Batman suit.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. But
I think he could have done better in a better movie, but he didn't give a shit.
Yeah. So
he said, "Pay me."
Yeah, that's all they say. So circling back to video games, Back for Blood, didn't that come out?
Yes, it did.
Nice.
And I forgot completely about it.
Oh, and I'm downloading it now. I played the demo. It was actually fun. It was very, very reminiscent of Left 4 Dead, which was an awesome game. So,
did you see the video where like they killed zombies in a bad order and they accidentally committed a hate crime?
Yep, I remember that being an issue.
I thought it was just somebody like being sensitive, but then I watched the video. I'm like, oh no, it's clearly there.
Yeah, somebody needs sensitivity training after this one. Oh, okay. Anyway.
You ever play the Legend of Zelda, the bad Legend of Zelda games that were on the CD, was it CDR?
CDI?
CDI.
Yeah.
That last reminded me of the King of Hyrule. The shitty animation one, and it just pops up like a monster. Oh!
No, what's that meme from Final Fantasy? It's just he's like
Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
everybody kind of shits on that scene because like, yeah, that's not a great scene, but it's supposed to be a big fake laugh.
Oh, see, I didn't know context, so that helps.
It's actually a great scene, but like people just kind of isolate the stupid laugh.
Yeah. Which, I guess that makes sense. Because it's pretty ridiculous, so.
Oh, it's ridiculous and over top, but it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Supposed to be.
Sony just finally said fuck it, and they're selling PS5s on their website now.
They cut out the middleman. Fuck this. We're gonna get our shit sold. Yeah, the Xbox and the PlayStation are still, after a year almost, they're really hard to find. So that's probably good,
I'm trying to figure out why this is, but I guess Walmart had a huge fiasco with PS5s.
Okay.
Well, if they quit fucking letting the bots come in.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. I actually looked into that and to see what they're using, and you can download and pay. You pay like $50 a month to have this program.
How can I get this?
No, I was just seeing how they do it because I'm like, bot program. Where would you even find them? I was just researching it.
It's
not that I have it. And I have 16 PlayStations in my garage, but still.
It's like I said.
I made a fort out of them.
Yeah. I know. We all had this like disagreement on it, but if you go and walk into a building and buy
here we go
4 PlayStations that are on the shelf, so be it. And somebody wants to spend the extra money on it, that's their problem. But when you're doing bot programs, that's just fucked up.
Yeah. See, we're all
that's the line.
Collectors and shit like that. So I mean, we all buy toys and stuff. Still, I'm not even gonna lie about it. They have a couple of Target. Yeah, fucking. I'm not a kid. I'm a collector. So, but exactly. Target has like exclusive WWE figures, and they had a Bam Bam Bigelow that was exclusive to them. I was like, oh fuck, yeah, I like Bam Bam Bigelow. But yeah, anything that comes out exclusive to any of those stores are fucking gone before they even hit the shelves. You cannot, you can't get them. They got snipers.
So there's 2 things that I hate. It's the bots and the people that have people that work inside the building who will basically backdoor sell it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I had a friend who worked at Target for a while, and that was my fucking hookup.
Yeah. I worked at Walmart for a long time, and we opened a store, and they had Marvel Legends on the shelf, and they had the variants that you couldn't find, and the store wasn't even open yet. Like, it was a brand new grand opening. I'm like, these are mine. I grabbed them, I put them in a trash can, and I waited a week and a half for the store to open, and then I purchased them. So, but yeah, I was a dick.
I mean, yeah, we've all done things like that. When I worked at Kmart and the ECW toys were coming out, I was I saw them before they hit the shelf, so I put aside the ones I wanted. But like I said, if somebody wants to buy mass amounts and then sell it for a higher price and somebody pays it, that's on them. But when you're doing the bot thing or the backdoor selling, like having somebody in Target, Walmart, or wherever you're doing it, basically once the shipment comes in, calls you up, you come in and they sell it right to you. That's bullshit. You gotta give people that fair chance, Put it on the shelf. If somebody comes in and has the money and buys them all up, that's their thing. But when you're doing a bot program, you're doing no work. You're having something else do it for you.
Yeah, that's true, but they'll find other ways. If it wasn't that easy, they'd find another way to do it. So.
But then you also have to put it on, so those people that buy up like the 4 PlayStations that are sitting on the shelf, you can't blame them. You got to also blame the store for like letting them buy all 4.
Yeah, blame Sony for not putting enough out. I mean, Sony's the one that I would initially say, why the fuck didn't you, supply and demand this shit? Don't you like money? What the hell's wrong with you? So
it's like Nintendo does a thing too, where it's like false scarcity.
Yeah.
Where they could make more, and they knew this was going to be a huge thing, but we're just going to make it hard to get. Artificial
scarcity.
Yeah.
It's like, what was it, that Mario trilogy game that came out?
Fucking every Mario thing that's come out.
Yeah. I mean, physical copies, you can't download it from the store anymore and all this other crazy stuff. But it was was it Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy, all in one game, and they only put it out. We're stopping selling this at this date, so it's like Disney when they vault a fucking video. Like, what the fuck? Yep. Screw you guys. I want to watch Pinocchio whenever the fuck I want. Fuck you.
And now you can with Disney Plus.
Yeah, but Disney's notorious for that shit, though. Like you're saying.
Oh yeah. I remember those old commercials are like, you should buy it now before it goes back in the vault.
Yeah. Bunch of bullshit. Anyway, I'm just going off on random tangents this week.
Stupid bullshit.
Alright, that takes up our fucking video game news time. There's nothing else going on. Well, we go into movies now?
Movies, that's fine.
I'm the only jackass that went and saw No Time to Die.
No Time to Die.
Yeah.
You're the only jackass.
Which sucks because
what you saw.
Yeah.
I'm a huge James Bond fan, and I just haven't had the fucking time.
Yeah. So I guess I won't talk about it to get into spoilers or anything, because 2 of the other guys.
Is it good? Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes and no, but
Yes.
yeah.
Oh.
So, okay. I was
Are you
talking
mad
about
because
it.
it's there's a black woman in it?
Jesus Christ, man. No, that's not why, but it's probably the second best Daniel Craig Bond after Skyfall. I like Skyfall. Is probably my favorite. Skyfall is one of my top 3 Bond movies, like, of all time. So
Really? Yeah, it's really good.
yeah, I like Diamonds Are Forever, I like GoldenEye, and I like Skyfall. Those are probably my top 3. So this one's probably just behind Skyfall as Daniel Craig's go. Because Spectre was shit. Anyway. It's just so
Spectre
hard
wasn't
to...
that bad.
I didn't like Spectre, but it's hard to see fucking Freddie Mercury be a bad guy. So it's a little rough for to see him go around killing people. I was like, no. And every time he killed someone, I think of Bohemian Rhapsody, and it was kind of fucking weird. Mama just killed a man. Oh, I can't do this. Yeah, it was a little off-putting, but no, it was a good movie though. It was good. I won't spoil nothing until a couple weeks from now or whatever, but you know.
No,
What about Big V's like philosophy?
Big V's philosophy?
Fuck you, go see it.
Oh, well. If that's the case.
Well, no, like if it's been out for like a week or so,
Yeah.
and you haven't seen it yet, then fuck you.
Well, I mean, Zack's currently not here, so I'm gonna fuck. Oh, he just came back. I was gonna say, because V don't care, but I don't want to spoil it for Zack if he don't want it spoiled. But he just popped off and then back on. I was gonna say it, so
Yeah, my internet was fucking up for a second.
yeah, no worries. Fuck it.
But because I want to know what happens. I want to know what. Fuck it.
If we get a vote, if you guys say you're up for it, then we'll give a spoiler warning and I'll get into it.
Like I said, I don't care. I'll still see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll still go see it.
All right. So we'll
Fuck
go
it.
spoilers in 3, 2, 1. James Bond fucking dies.
Oh, I knew it.
Oh,
That
So
one I knew.
it's
That
so
one I called.
fucking sad too, because like it was a great fucking movie, and then you get punched in the dick right at the end. You're just like, no. But I mean, we'll get into it if you want. The way he went out like a fucking boss though, so it's always cool. So he's retired. And he's no longer a 00. That's why the black woman is there. And everyone was all up in arms. She can't be 007. Well, yeah, because James Bond fucking retired, you know.
Yeah, it's not a fucking. It's a title that gets passed on.
Yeah, and they have their banter and stuff back and forth, and they try to one up each other little bits and stuff, which is it's a fun dynamic. Like, but they end up working together and shit. So you don't hate her for being 007 or anything like that. So, yeah, it was a good storyline. The villain was Freddie Mercury was a little underdeveloped, and you're like, why the fuck is he so mad? But I mean, it explains it, and he's a little weird villain, so it's cool. But I think that was the only underdeveloped part of this script that I was like, why is he so upset?
So for me, like, I kind of call it because there's no real way for this James Bond story to end up.
Yeah, I understand why they did it, and it makes sense and everything, but it's like 60 years worth of fucking history in film, But then there's people saying, well, it's not connected to the Sean Connery series. It's not, because they kind of rebooted it with Casino Royale, and
Yeah.
but MGM sold the rights to Amazon, so they kind of killed it off their story of it, their version of it. And now they leave it wide open for Amazon to do whatever the fuck they're going to do with it.
Yeah, I still think we're gonna get another James Bond movie.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the end of James Bond. This is the end of Daniel Craig's James Bond.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and as far as the James Bonds go, he was decent, I put him probably 3rd, maybe 4th, but, because I hate Roger Moore, but that's just me.
We all hate Roger Moore.
I was talking to a friend of mine about this. Roger Moore was the worst Bond for me, but his villains and his like co-stars were probably some of the best. Because that's when you get Jaws. That's when you get fucking Baron Zamid. You get fucking Christopher Walken. You get the man with the golden gun. You get all these badass villains and shit. And then it's just like...
wrapped around these shit movies.
Yes! And that stupid fucking cop character that was in 2 of the movies for no fucking reason. That's like... I don't understand why he was in it, but yeah.
That's what sucks, is that the Roger Moore movies, because he did like 12 of them, didn't he?
Yeah, he did quite a few.
Like, the Roger Moore movies have the best gimmicks, have the best characters, but like... just the shit is James Bond.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a toss-up between him and Lazenby for the worst, but, I mean, yeah, like I said, I think the only thing that elevates Roger Moore up a little bit higher than Lazenby is the villains were probably better than, you know.
Sean Connery was my favorite.
Oh, yeah, that's everyone's go-to. I mean, he's my second, but... I like Pierce Brosnan. Dalton's yours. We talked about it. Yeah. Dalton's were the first ones that I remember liking, like the first movies as a kid, because they were action movies. The other ones are more like thrillers. I mean, they're lighter action movies up until that point.
His was also like the only rated R James Bond, too.
Yeah. I remember he had 2 of them, and they were just, Living Daylights and License to Kill, so.
Yeah.
Both pretty decent. I mean, I don't know about sliding down a mountainside in a cello case, but whatever. There was some goofy stuff in all of them, so.
There's goofy shit in every James Bond movie.
Yeah. But, I don't know. It was good. The movie was good. I recommend going out and seeing it. If you can't go out and see it, then, catch it when you can on streaming when you can, but... I feel bad like I spoiled it. Everyone was just like, oh.
I'm not too upset about it because, like I said, I kind of called it.
Yeah, it's been getting out. Like, I'm glad that I saw it because it got spoiled for me afterward. Like, people were already talking about it. Like, oh, shit. Well, I mean, if it's getting out, then, But there's other stuff in there I haven't revealed that's kind of cool, but, we'll let it go.
It's the journey, not the destination.
There you go.
So, I haven't gone to any theaters or anything lately, but I did watch a pretty cool movie on Amazon Prime.
What did you watch?
It's called Night Hunter. It has Henry Cavill and Ben Kingsley in it.
Is this a porno?
No. And it also has that chick from Percy Jackson.
I have not seen a single Percy Jackson movie.
Pretty sure this is porn.
She was also in one of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remakes, or not remakes, but like one of the newer, whatever. Yeah. But basically,
do Henry Cavill and Ben Kingsley fuck?
No. So Henry Cavill's a cop, and basically, this story starts. He's like looking into this chick who jumped off this bridge, and it looks like she was held captive someplace. While he's investigating that, you find out Ben Kingsley, who plays a ex-judge whose family was murdered, he ends up going around neutering pedophiles. So he has this girl
doing God's
bait. He has this girl as bait, and as like the guy will take the girl to the room, he knocks him out. They wake up, they're tied to a bed, and he's like, basically, he's like, I made it not work anymore. Take these pills, sign this piece of paper.
Because is it just a 12-year-old girl under a box with a stick, and the Ben Kingsley got the screen around the corner giggling?
Oh, Jesus, no. But, like, he makes this guy sign his whole fortune to the 4 victims that he had. He's like, your whole life savings is getting split between them. Sign this piece of paper. And, wow, what was that? But then you...
What?
I'm not editing this out. Just fucking go with it.
No, somebody coughed. I was like... But, anyways, the girl gets kidnapped. He runs into Henry Cavill, and they find this dude who's, like, been kidnapping and murdering women for a while. And there's like a few little twists in there and shit. It was pretty good.
Okay, it's called Night Hunters.
Night Hunter.
Night Hunter. Okay.
See, the only one I see is a porno.
Well, if you weren't on YouPorn, then you would be able to find it. Go on IMDb.
I put the trailer in the chat a while back.
I watched
post so much shit on the chat that I don't pay attention to it.
That's true too. I saw the trailer when you posted it, but and you want another rough one to watch? It sounds very similar to what you were saying. A movie called Hard Candy. It's got the former. I think I've heard of it. The former Ellen Page. She's like, well, fuck, I don't know how to word it anymore. The actor
Elliot.
Is it Elliot Page?
Yeah, it's Elliot Page.
Okay, so Elliot Page, when they were
Dave Chappelle.
When they were younger, like one of their first roles, they go around setting up guys as a pedophile to set pedophiles up, and then they go in and god damn, it's like fucking word gymnastics. They go in and basically get their revenge on the pedophiles. But it's one of those movies you can only watch like once because it's
you're
like, all right, I saw it.
Requiem for a Dream syndrome.
Yes, you only watch this movie once because there's no reason to ever go back. But yeah, so that one was another good one. It's very similar where it's like hunting pedophiles. I think if we say pedophile 12 times, they just ban the video outright on YouTube. So we got to watch our P's.
The P word.
The P word. So, but yeah, Dave Chappelle. How about that? What the?
So, okay, I watched his special last night, and most of it is talking about how like he respects trans people and he like makes up for some of the shit that he's said.
Yep, that's the context that nobody gives you when these stories comes out.
I feel like people were like, yeah, he said some pretty not great things in his last special, but I think people are just jumping on that and banning this one out of like a knee jerk.
Yeah. The story about his friend is
genuinely heartbreaking.
Yeah, and it's something that I think is probably done more for the cause than just screaming at random people, for you're not being right, that made people who wouldn't normally be exposed to that cause feel something for it. And a lot of people aren't giving him credit. Like, there's some credit deserved for that. Like, yeah, he makes jokes, he makes light, but he makes jokes in light of everything. Everything comes under fire. White people, black people, gay, straight, whatever. He runs the gamut.
I think he spends the first 45 minutes of his special just shitting on everybody.
Yeah, but like I said, the one story that he tells about his trans friend ended up killing themselves is more of a eye-opening piece of media than anything else that I think I've seen in a long time.
Well,
because she didn't kill herself because people were mad at her for doing shitty comedy and saying she was a shitty comic. She killed herself because other trans people were just shitting on her because she was jumping to Dave Chappelle's defense.
Yeah, it exposes the mentality of it, a lot, and that might be another reason why a lot of people are upset and they tried to turn it into something that it really isn't. I mean, I'm not trans or anything, so I'm not speaking from experience like some other people might be, so maybe I'm out of line, but it didn't seem as bad as what it was being made out to be.
And like, I know I'm going to catch some shit for this one, but like the point he was making where you could be racist or say racist things and get sensitivity training, but you say a derogatory thing against LGBTQ and you'll get blackballed immediately.
Yeah. And he even brought up that, you know, was it little something, that rapper that killed the
baby. Yeah.
The baby, there you go. It's like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what the hell, you know. It makes you think.
Right.
So.
What was it? He killed another black man in Walmart.
Yep.
And got away with it. But then he says derogatory, and now they're calling for his head.
Yeah. I like it.
It's not great to make fun of people for their like sexual preferences and things they can't help, but like there does need to be like a sliding scale and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This story, I wanted to find this story.
If he's been trying to say something for like the last 5 minutes.
I know. Hold on. Before he gets us permanently canceled, I got to say this one. Where this guy called. I'm reading the story too. This guy called black dude Tire Lips and was still coached over the weekend, but then they found out 2 hours ago he said the hard F word and got fired immediately. And that's.
You talking about the football coach?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff about that was taken out of context as well. But you know, you're gonna do what you're gonna do. You know, I can't ever think of a single time a football coach was sensitive to people's needs. It's like they're out there fucking calling you girl and come on woman, get out, you know, all that stuff. Okay, well that's, you know. But yeah, and I think the thing with the lips was he was talking about, it was during the time where the strike or something like that, and it wasn't derogatory about the person. It was like, you know how you say loose lips sink ships. It's like one of those kind of statements that he made, but it got taken. There's all kinds of other bullshit that goes with all these things, but I'm not gonna defend or blast anybody because I don't fucking know. I wasn't there. But yeah, like you say, he was instantly fucking gone. You know. I don't know.
Anyway, sorry, V.
Go for it, V. What you got?
It goes back to the Dave Chappelle thing. So I was talking to a trans individual, and they're like, you know, he's not doing anything. Well, I mean, now times it's a little more sensitive, but he's not doing anything that any comic hasn't done throughout the time of history. It's just now that it's more of a... they said now that there's more groups and more people like trying to push this out there, now people are getting more sensitive to the things, and they're like, they need to stop being so sensitive and worry about actually showing the good and not messing with people who, yeah, sometimes you might find something that anybody says, what's the word, insensitive, or you might take offense to it, but you can't stop everybody from speaking, and that's his comedic way. So they're like, I have no problem with it. So they just found it very odd that a lot of people just jumped on. It's just a lot of people. Their words were, a lot of people hate Dave Chappelle, so they're going to find anything and everything to cancel him.
Oh yeah, I love his statement too. I think he put it on, I don't know where he said it, but he's like, yeah, I'm getting dragged on Twitter. How does it feel? Oh, it's great. I don't care. Twitter's not a real place. It's just like, there you go. I mean, I don't remember what the exact quote was, but like all these people are dragging him on Twitter.
But didn't Dave Chappelle, wasn't he one of the first people to like use Twitter?
I don't know. Who's the first
like
person
back
on
when
there?
Well, he wasn't the first, but like when Twitter first came out, and it was more of a, they were trying to hype up Twitter by doing like, it's like an instant, like, know where somebody's at, and he had like a surprise concert someplace.
Oh. Okay. I don't remember that, but I mean, people were using it for that purpose in the beginning, I know, and like promoting and stuff like that, so makes sense to me.
And it was like, he tweeted doing this like a surprise show here at whatever park, and people would like rush there.
Yeah, I remember that stuff. It was like, oh, I'm going to be performing here in New York City at this time. Go, and everyone would run and try to get to this venue. one of those kind of deals.
Yeah.
But outside all that, I think that before he started in with the trans stuff, it did seem like he was just trying to get canceled.
It's possible. I mean, that's a hell of a promotional tool on top of it now.
He was doubling down on a lot of shit where I was just like, I'm laughing, I'm having a good time, but Jesus, you need to calm down with this shit.
That's something you would never think that you would tell a comedian. It's like, whoa, hey there, back it up. We need to talk about it.
My favorite is he was talking about the poor white people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what was the line? It was something to do with because he was at Walmart and it was a bunch of people who he was just like tiki torch whites.
Yeah.
And he was the tiki torch whites. They have Trump bumper stickers. They smell bad. Like Michigan white people. And everybody, because he was in Michigan, but everybody still popped.
Yeah.
Except for these two ladies sitting front and center. And then I like watching the crowd during these.
Yes.
And it's just an older light white lady, and she looked pissed. And like the rest of the show, I'm like watching her, and it's fucking hilarious because she's just shaking her head, and you can see her like mouth the words "motherfucker."
Yeah. It's Dave Chappelle. Obviously, you missed the point of that story. That's still one of my favorite lines. Fucking half-baked. Yeah, man, but didn't you say you got Mary Jane a pearl necklace? Yeah, that's a great shit. I love half-baked still. Very watchable.
Still holds up.
Very watchable. So, yeah. Anyway. Any other,
that was the
we
big
done
one.
with Chappelle? Yeah,
The special's funny.
Yeah, I mean,
I had a good time with it.
Yeah. So
that is it.
In other news,
on to the next segment.
Captain Kirk went into space finally.
What?
Captain Kirk went into space finally. William Shatner is in space currently.
Is he?
Yes, you didn't know this?
What the fuck?
He got his old ass launched into space in a giant penis ship, thanks to
the Bezos ship.
Yep, thanks to Mr. Bezos.
I hope it was like that one skit in Austin Powers.
The ship looks like a giant phallus. It's awesome. So I didn't know
anything about this.
Yeah, he was like one of the first ones to sign up, and Bezos is like,
William Shatner's a cock. I don't fucking follow him.
Wow.
That tells me everybody's correct. Space travel is fake.
Jeez. He's just on a big set somewhere. Like fucking Saturn 3 or whatever.
We're going to find the number 3 on a rock somewhere in the pictures they send back. It's Hollywood.
Yeah. It's going to be like old fucking Ed Wood movies. Something's going to fall in the background that was hanging on a fishing line. So.
No, see, the whole fake space thing. What I find funny watching like those conspiracy theory shows and like stuff like that is both sides bring up like a lot of good points, but it's just funny watching. Like I was watching this one documentary. My stepdad used to watch like all kinds of weird things. He would jump back and forth between.
Did he show you these weird things?
Jesus.
Anyways.
Yeah, just keep going. Don't let him get to it.
So like they were talking about like why haven't we been back to the moon, and this one guy was talking about how we don't have the technology, we don't have the equipment. There's so much radiation between here and the outer layer of Earth that you would die. And it's like, okay, well, you had it then, but you don't have it now. It's kind of funny shit. So, I mean, it's fun to watch. I mean, I know what I believe. I'm not going to go bring my opinion out to it, but, you got different people with different things. But it's fun watching the conspiracies of the whole the fake moon travel and shit.
Oh yeah, they've made movies about it. I think O.J. Simpson was in one of them. The one was it Jericho 1 or something like that. No, it was before the Naked Gun. But yeah, he was in. I forget what the hell it was called. I could look it up real quick. I do have a computer sitting right in front of me.
I like looking at conspiracy theories because, like, the same reason I like reading Greek mythology.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, oh, these idiots actually believe this shit.
So you're saying Thor's not bowling when the lightning strikes? What the hell?
Exactly.
I don't know about that. Anyway.
I do have my favorite one that I've read recently was. Did you guys ever follow the Jodi Arias case?
Capricorn 1. Just saying that real quick. Anyway. Okay.
No?
No. Which one's that?
So Jodi Arias is her boyfriend. She was one of those crazy girls who this could have been very easily been me at one point in my life.
Yeah.
This good Mormon boy was keeping this little his little sex puppet like secret from everybody, and she wanted to be a girlfriend, and he didn't want her to be his girlfriend, because he was trying to live he was trying to portray a good Mormon lifestyle, but behind the scenes he was just banging this shit out of this girl. And he finally had enough of her because she would break into his house and sleep in his bed, or go walking through the doggy door and make him breakfast in the morning and shit like that.
Who hasn't had an ex like that?
So she stabbed him 28 times, slit his throat, shot him in the head, and then
okay, I never had to go that far.
Yeah, she could have. She tried to say at first she tried to say she was innocent. She didn't do it. And then she tried saying that two people broke in, and she fought them off, but they ended up killing him.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, he's recalling.
No, was it the one where she took pictures of him?
Yes.
And then, yeah.
And her butthole.
Right.
Well, I mean,
she took a picture of him right before she killed him, and it's just the weirdest, most surreal picture ever.
Because wasn't he going to go to Hawaii or something, and
Cancun.
She wanted to go Cancun, but he was taking some other girl.
Yep.
And then she showed up at his house, and yeah.
Damn.
But anyway, the conspiracy theory I read about her is that she is innocent, and they lived in Salt Lake City, and the Mormon-run police wanted to stick her with this murder because he was I can't remember if he was a high-ranking official in the Mormon church, but they wanted to portray her as this weird sexual deviant. But this case is also the reason I won't have phone sex anymore.
Okay.
Because it got fucking weird in court.
Well, no, the whole case was weird.
Watch the documentary. They played their phone sex sessions in court. And this man's mother is sitting in the audience crying while this motherfucker is jerking off over the phone.
But the whole case was weird.
I never want anybody outside of a certain amount of people to hear my horny voice.
God.
And my mom's not in that circle.
Yeah.
But she was in the fucking interrogation room just being all weird and shit.
Yeah, they left her alone for a while, and she was talking to his ghost or some shit, and she started singing, and then she started doing handstands.
Yeah, there's one point she's like, "Oh, do you need a recorder?" She's like, "There's this over here," and she's all pulling shit over off the tables and digging through the trash can.
Wow, I need to look into this. I've never heard anything about it.
Look up. I think it's actually called Jodi Arias on Hulu. Oh, you don't have Hulu.
Not anymore.
There's
a good documentary on Hulu. My second favorite podcast behind this one, they do a special on her called Last Podcast on the Left.
Mm-hmm.
They do like a 2-part series on her.
Okay. Well, that's awesome.
But anyway, we got on that because I was thinking about conspiracy theories.
Yeah. We want to go into this a little bit. I mean, we can the laundry thing. They still haven't found him. I mean,
who
was it? David Laundry?
I thought Dog the Bounty Hunter actually found him.
He's saying that he found traces of him.
Oh,
and it's basically like a fucking Rockstar can. So, but yeah,
is it laundry or Landry?
Wow, dirty laundry. It's laundry.
Speaking of Dog the Bounty Hunter, isn't it funny how he looks like a poodle now?
Yeah.
He looks like if, like, Hulk Hogan stuck his tongue in a light socket.
I guess, yeah. I mean,
Dog the Bounty Hunter looks like everybody's 80s grandma.
Yeah, that I would assume.
So isn't Landry the one that they're searching for the Gabby case?
Yeah, Gabby, I forget her name, damn it. But Gabby Petito, is it?
I don't know.
So they did her autopsy, and the coroner found that she was fucking strangled.
Jesus.
So, yeah, so...
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our entertainment podcast.
Well, I mean, we're going into the dark conspiracy theories, and I just want to throw it in, because it is still happening. It's still ongoing, but... And then
Did you know there's a bunch of people who believe that the Holocaust didn't happen?
Oh, Jesus. I really don't want this to be the theme of our show, because then I have to title it that, and it's going to get weird. I'm going to just name it "The Holocaust Didn't Happen," and then we'll see how the numbers
we're not doing that. I'm putting my foot down on that one. It's something that's not happening today.
Okay, let's see what kind of fucking listener base we get after that.
Fuck.
Why are there KKK rallies holding up our sign?
Yeah, it's just our 3 little figures from our picture.
Oh.
Yes, the saviors. No, Jesus.
Oh no. Oh,
Which really
see, Zack, this is what you do. He just grunts. If they ever fucking put his fucking speech down to, like, when you put on the closed captions, it's just gonna be like indecisive grunts.
Yeah, I'm actually creating the soundboard for when, like, his throat goes out because of how much he smokes, and he has to have a stoma.
Val Kilmer style, huh?
Jeez.
It will be funny though.
Yeah. Grunts sarcastically.
And he's just smoking out of his neck hole.
That's disturbing.
Hello, I am Big V.
No.
So here's the thing: if they did a Val Kilmer to Zack, it'd be like dick, ass, dick, furry. The Holocaust never happened.
It's yeah.
Yeah. I don't deny it. So, all right. Well, that's still going on. We'll find out the conspiracies and everything else. I guess.
Did you see this thing where James Gunn tried to make a Gilligan's Island remake?
No. What the fuck? What part does his brother play?
Apparently, he wanted to do a Gilligan's Island reboot with cannibals.
Ah, well, there were cannibals in it, weren't there? Oh, they were headhunters, I'm saying. But yeah, same.
Oh, I'm sure they're super racist too.
Wow. Remember, Kurt Russell was called the Monkey Boy, I think. So.
Well, at least it was Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
And not like Gary Coleman or something.
Gary Oldman. That would have been awesome. I would have paid money to see Gary Oldman as a kid running around on Gilligan's Island.
Wasn't there like a legit movie where he played a little person?
Yes.
What movie was that?
Oh my god.
I seriously thought that was like a fever dream I had.
No, it's a real fucking movie. What the fuck was it called?
Like, we have Peter Dinklage now. You couldn't cast him?
Well, I think this was before Peter Dinklage made it big. Tiptoes.
Well, there's still,
It's called Tiptoes.
There's still Willow.
Warwick Davis?
Warwick Davis, that was it.
Yeah, sorry, I had to take a drink.
He's been here since the 70s.
Well, yeah, but, you know.
They can't put him in a fucking stupid costume, so they have to...
It's like, what do we do with him without having him in a costume? I don't know. Okay. But yeah, Gary Oldman, that was Tiptoes. It's like one of the worst bad movies that people are always talking about.
I seriously, I saw like one thing about it and never heard about it again, and I thought it was one of those things that I completely made up in my head.
Yeah. No, it's legit. There's a new movie too that's like starting to get that kind of status. What the fuck was it called? Velocipaster?
That. I need to watch that.
That's like the newest. This movie's terrible. What the fuck? It's so bad you have to watch it.
We've been toying with the idea of doing our own like riff tracks and shit. Mm-hmm. And I either want to do Samurai Cop or that for our first one.
Okay. Yeah, I could see it.
Samurai Cop.
Samurai Cop's so good.
Yeah. I remember starting.
There's that one scene where they're fighting. Samurai Cop and the bald ninja man. And it like changes time of day like 4 times during the fight. Changes locations 3 times, and there's that one part where his wig just straight falls off.
Nobody cared. And like, I just keep going with it.
Those awful sex scenes.
Samurai Cop. So yeah, there's that.
He's a samurai that doesn't understand Japanese culture.
All right. Well, what the fuck? We got TV shows still. Anything new in TV? The What If's over with. So
why don't we talk about the Dark Side of the Ring?
Dark Side of the Ring. Yes.
The one person who like I think was in all of our blind spots, and now I just want to know more about him.
Yeah. Like I had heard the name Johnny K9. I had heard the name Bruiser Bedlam, but I had never actually remembered any of his matches or anything like that. So yeah, seeing this Dark Side of the Ring was kind of crazy because he just had this insane double life.
Yeah.
And he was a biker.
Like, exactly. I don't know why he never got made big, because the guy was huge.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it looked like he looked mean and shit, and it looked like he could work. Mm-hmm. But like he just missed out on his opportunity for some reason, but he was like he might have killed people. He did drug deals.
Yeah. He might have blown up the police department.
And everybody was just like, "What? That Johnny? No."
Yeah, like, but the guys in the locker room and stuff was like, he was the nicest guy in the world. He was so nice. You know, he's one of those guys that would knock your teeth out fighting you. Like, he was the nicest guy around.
And he proved that by like when that one promoter stiffed what's his name? Scott D'Amore?
Yeah, Scott Dinsmore. Scott Dinsmore.
And like, he just walks in. He goes, "How much money did you make?" "I think the promoter stiffed me." "What?" And he gets out and just fucking holds the promoter up by his neck.
Yeah. I mean, what the hell? That was, like you said, we were all blindsided by this because nobody knew the story behind this guy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that was pretty good. Pretty good story.
I knew it was going to be wild. I didn't know it was going to be as wild as it was.
Yeah. And the guys that they talked to, like, fucking the story that Lance Storm had to tell about, like, he's sitting there and this guy's on the news and his dad's like, "Hey, isn't this your friend?" And he's like, "Yeah, well, we didn't know he did this stuff." It's like, "Hey, isn't Zack one of the guys that you do that podcast with?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, I didn't know you get hauled off for public bestiality, but you know." Yeah. It's like one of those things.
I knew.
Pretty sure.
He talked about furries a lot. So, yes.
Oh, yeah, little mister. I think some of these Sonic women are pretty sexy.
Well, have you seen them? Jesus, dude.
Damn, we need to calm down with that shit.
What? I like cosplayers.
Has Zack seen him? He has a whole fucking file on his computer of him.
The file that says definitely not porn.
Tax returns 2003. It's like, wait, what? Why do you still have these?
You have tax returns before you even had this computer.
Yeah.
Zach had to come up with new creative ways to rename his files now that he has kids.
Boring work stuff.
Wait, no, not adult paperwork. Parent paperwork. I don't know. Yeah, label it something.
Hardcore pornography.
Yeah.
Schoolwork.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good one.
That was a really good one.
The people they got talking about it.
Next.
I think so. That was another big one that we were waiting for. So, yeah, Luna Vachon, and then the steroid trial. I think that's the ending of the season.
That's the series finale, or not series, season finale.
Season finale, yeah. So it's oh no, we got XPW still.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, Rob Black and cutting off people's fingers and shit. Yeah.
Trying to cut off peepees.
Yeah. We cut off your Johnson. So.
These two German guys just broke in my house, said they were going to cut off my Johnson, but they cut off my thumb. What the fuck?
And then they took my fucking rug. They really tied the room together.
Woo.
Hey, man.
At least I'm housebroken.
Well, yeah. He took it before I could say it, you son of a bitch. Obviously, you're not a golfer.
And welcome to the next half hour of the show.
The Father Cobbler.
I'm here to fix Donald Cobbler.
You can only imagine where it goes from here. Let me guess, he fixes the cable. Oh, we could do this for hours. Alright, how about what we do in the shadows? We'll talk about that.
Oh, man. What was this episode?
Fucking the siren.
The siren.
Yes. The weird chicken siren.
Chicken legs. Ugh. And then the giant inflatable rat running down the street.
The fucking dog gets pissed off. Takes off.
So my wife kind of tunes in and out of the show. She is into it, but she's not as hardcore into it as I am. And I had that weird this is a fucking weird show, because she didn't watch the episode with where the doll gets possessed.
Yeah.
And I had to explain the whole backstory behind the doll.
Okay. Which is interesting enough in itself. But
yeah, we're they all had unfinished business, and they found out their ghosts were still around. Mm-hmm. Which I love the way that ghosts were pretty much like bed bugs in this universe.
Yeah.
Fuck, we got ghosts.
So how did she take it?
Just how she always does when I try to explain weird shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So my dad actually called me.
But she could follow Doom Patrol fucking perfectly.
Oh, nice. That one's a little rough to get through sometimes because it's so all over the place. But yeah,
just
you have
his
to
wife.
Well, okay.
It's fucking mean.
What the hell, dude?
The fuck was that?
Hey.
Uh-oh.
I know Brittany. I can make fun of her too.
Uh-oh. See, I don't, so I can't say anything. So, you know.
I don't really. I was just trying to start shit.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so my dad called me and he's just fucking laughing his ass off. He's like, "Have you watched it? Have you watched it?" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?" He's like, "The most recent episode of What We Do in the Shadows." I'm like, "No." He's like, "I've watched it 3 times already." I was like, "Oh my god!" It's so funny. It's the best episode. I was like, "All right, I'll watch it." But yeah, it was good. But
I wouldn't call it the best. I'd watch the one prior to the vampire one, getting out more than I would this one.
That one and
The Escape was pretty good.
I think the Jackie Daytona episode was.
Oh yeah,
The Jackie Daytona.
Yep.
I've said normal human beer so many times in bars right now.
One thing that I did find hilarious as a previous employee of Best Buy was when they went in there.
Oh yeah.
And he can't. Like, they still, even with his fucking mind-altering powers, they still got him for a fucking like extended warranty plan or signing up for something.
The Geek Squad.
Yeah.
He's like, I will not wait. That's the Geek Squad, right? Okay, yes.
Yes, I'll take that. But yeah,
I do. That was the one time I've ever been jealous of any vampires. He just has this crate full of Best Buy shit. I will not be paying for any of this.
okay. But do you want? And I do not want the extended warranty plan. Okay.
Are
But do you want to sign up for? No, I do not want your. That was good stuff. So. Anyway, what else we got?
And then fucking, he goes like this. At the end, he's playing the siren music, and he's like, "You gotta excuse me, I need to
beat off now." Alright, go ahead and leave. I'm gonna beat off now. It's like, whoa.
You're waiting for him to make some excuse, like some like hidden excuse, and he's just like, "Nope, I'm gonna beat off now."
Yeah. Colin's a little weird. He likes to root through poop.
Yeah.
He sees, Colin Robinson.
What? God, what was it? Intervention?
Energy vampires.
Intervention? What?
Did you guys ever watch Intervention?
The show?
Yeah.
No.
The scene reminded me of this one guy who had a porn addiction.
Hmm.
And it was intervention, a reality show. People, intervene on people's destructive behaviors. And this guy had a hardcore porn addiction, and he was watching porn with the camera crew right there. And he just pulls his chair out. He's like, "All right, I need to go masturbate now." The camera crew just hung out in this dude's house while he went and jerked off.
Wow.
And it reminded me of, my mind immediately went to that episode when Colin was just like, "Okay, I need to jack off now."
Fuck.
These... How uncomfortable would you be as a camera and sound guy? Just be like, "Yeah, this guy's in the next room, cranking off."
Yeah.
And then, he comes out of the room and he's like, "All right, well, I might be ready again in another half hour, so."
He just tells them straight out.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Did you have a good time?
How do you... What kind of fucking discussion do you bring up right when they walk back out?
So how was it?
Do you want a sandwich or something? I mean, lunch break, or did you go wash your fucking hands, or do you need to take a shower?
Real quick. I don't want to touch you right now.
Yeah. What the hell?
I didn't see you take a towel in the room with you. I don't know. I don't want to. Just go shower.
That towel stands up on its own. Ugh. Anyway.
Gross.
It's just...
I don't know. Yes, I've ran into you a couple times and you actively smell like you're covered in cum.
What the fuck?
What?
No?
What?
What?
Okay. Well. Y'all are fucking weird.
Hey, this is old Zack, yo.
People listen to this show.
Yeah. Our numbers are getting up there. It's pretty good.
I can't believe it. People enjoy this shit.
Yeah. We tanked that one week that nobody was around, but we've been doing good.
Oh yeah, we tanked the 1 week where we didn't post a show.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the thing, because it gives me a little squiggly line graph, is it? Yeah. I went to school. Yeah. So.
We don't get bar graphs?
No. Well, yeah.
Or a Venn diagram.
we got a big following in Saudi Arabia at the moment.
Of course we do.
So it goes United States, Australia, Germany, Saudi Arabia.
Just some poor people who want to learn English.
God, can you imagine if we were like unknowingly teaching people English?
There's a bunch of Germans and Saudi Arabian people just coming in. Hey, fuck your mother.
Yeah, my wife, my wife. Start screaming. They say it twice because they think that's the way you're supposed to say it. My wife, and I went to this. Yeah.
I'll go hang out with my wife.
What else we got going on? Shit. I mean, we can get the normal staples of the show out of the way. I can't think of anything else that really happened.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was this?
Video game stuff?
Ever since What If went down the shitter, we haven't had anything to talk about.
I don't watch that much TV.
I've been catching up on Doom Patrol. Titans, the new episode of Titans comes out for us today. You don't watch that, so...
I don't watch that.
Yeah.
I was rewatching The Sopranos, that's about it.
Oh, we didn't talk about that. You watched the movie, right?
Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
It's awful.
Thank you. Oh my god. I thought I was going to say it, and you were going to get pissed because, like, you love The Sopranos, and I'm like, man, that shit was fucking terrible.
I love The Sopranos.
Yeah.
And that movie was fucking terrible.
You know what? This is going to probably catch some heat, but...
There was good parts in it, but, like...
Yeah.
It wasn't good.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm going to catch some heat for this one, but James Gandolfini's son cannot act. He was just a whiny fucking puss the whole fucking thing. Like, the little kid that they had before him was a better actor than, like, Gandolfini's kid. So.
I had to look up that kid's name, because I thought that was like a child of the kid who played AJ.
Oh, okay.
Because it looks just like AJ.
Yeah.
Who's Tony Soprano's son in the show. And then, like, what's his name? Michael Gandolfini? Looks exactly like his dad, but, like, can't act his way out of a wet paper bag.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a rough watch. Like, my wife and I were starting to watch it, and she's like, I don't like it. And she just got up and left us. Okay.
I admire your wife for that.
Yeah, she does that. I have this weird thing where I have to finish it. I'm just like, no, I'll watch it.
I'll hold it in the back of my mind. It's like, oh, it's The Sopranos. It's going to get good.
Yeah.
The guy who played Junior was pretty good.
Yes.
One scene...
Which one?
The one scene with the power tool in the mouth.
Oh, yeah. That was pretty brutal.
That was like the only memorable scene.
Yeah. He just straight out fucking drowns his fucking Guma out in the fucking ocean. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
Which that part just fucking... The whole thing, they told it so bad because I thought it was like... He married her, but no, she was his Gumar the whole time.
Yeah.
And I thought they were married, and that was Chris's mom.
No.
But no. Like, they told it so fucked up and weird that I didn't understand this.
Yeah. It was, yeah. I mean, there's a couple, like you said, there's some interesting aspects to it, but it was so disjointed and fucking weird that, you know, like, they had the voiceover by fucking Christopher, which is just like, what? Why the fuck? You know, okay, I guess. And then they had, like, younger versions of Paulie and Dante and you know, Silvio.
Like, Silvio's like the best character in that fucking is the best character in the show, and kind of the movie too, because like it's just a guy doing a Steven Van Zandt impression.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious how he like
and over the top.
He had his fucking big ass bald spot in the beginning, and then he found his wig and he put the fucking. And then it comes off and everything when they start fighting.
That part was good.
Yeah, there was some good stuff in that, but and to see
I didn't know Steven Van Zandt was fucking bald until he just wears his scarf. He pulls the Hulk Hogan and wears the do rag everywhere.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's And then like you see Pussy and you see a couple of the other characters that got offed later on. You're like, oh, I know what happens to you guys. So
it was kind of did what other movie did this recently? Where like it brings on old characters and you almost expect the studio audience to pop.
Oh yeah.
And here's Polly Walnuts. Woo!
Yeah. That was some hard shit to follow. Like, who's who? Where the fuck did this person come from? What's this? What's the, stuff like that. But I don't know.
And then the weird like Ray Liotta scene where like I'm spoiling this movie. It's garbage.
Yeah.
Like he dies, but then you're like,
yes.
whoa, what about the scenes where he's in jail? Oh no, it's his twin brother.
It's like one of the oldest tropes in fucking television.
What the fuck?
It's the twin brother. It's so fucking ridiculous.
I hated this movie.
Yeah,
now that we're talking about it, like at first I was like, this is bad, and then as I'm watching it, I'm like, no, as I'm talking about it, I'm like, I hate this movie.
Yeah, it was fucking terrible.
I watched this one guy, Michael Ferenzi, on YouTube, and he was a guy who was actually like a top-ranking capo in New York during the 70s and 80s.
Yes.
And now he's like reformed, found religion, blah 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 blah. But he does Mob Movie Mondays, and he was talking about the Saints of Newark, and he fucking shit all over this movie. He felt personally attacked by it.
Yeah, see, I wasn't going to get into that. I wasn't going to say any of that. But
he straight up said, like, if he was still in the life and he saw David Chase, he'd smack the shit out of him.
Yeah. It pisses me off because I am Italian. And I grew up in that type of family, but not to the extent of they fucking beat the shit out of every woman in the fucking show. Like,
yeah.
Every woman got smacked around by their fucking husband or their boyfriend or whatever. And it's just like, Jesus, man. Like, is this just the way he thinks, or is this the way he was raised? So he writes every fucking character with this kind of issue?
He didn't really do that in the show, though.
Yeah, like, I don't think... I'm trying to think back, because it's been a lot of years since I watched it. I don't think Tony ever smacked Carmela around. Like,
I think
ever.
Once.
Was it once? Okay.
No. Maybe not.
See, I don't
think he ever did, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know, man. Like, what the fuck happened? It was like, I know it was like the 50s and shit, but come on. What the hell? Everything, it was just so stereotypical of like the negative aspects of everything, Like, oh, we got fucking women on the side. Oh, they all hate black people. Oh, they're beating their wives. Oh, it's just, good God, man. Like, there's not like a single redeeming character in the entire fucking movie.
No.
So you're just watching scumbags be scumbags for 2 hours. But
yeah, and like the show, like everybody had some sort of redeeming quality.
Yeah, they gave most of them that. Yeah. So I don't know. I didn't like it. It was a struggle for me to get through to the end.
I knew it was bad when, like, during the middle of it, I'm trying to, like, stay awake.
Yeah. That was boring, so.
It was boring. There's stuff that, like, that went nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was no big showdown between the one, the black gang leader and Dickie Moltisanti. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
Like, they had to stare down once, and then they found out they're Eskimo cousins, and that was about it.
Pretty much. But yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. So, I'm trying to think if there was like anything that was also kind of cool. That, I can't think of anything. I mean, it was kind of funny that the baby Christopher fucking hated Tony. It's like afraid of him already. Like straight out of the womb. The fucking baby hated him. But, I mean, and Janice just being even a young fucking psychotic chick.
That was the one character that I hoped died.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she never got it, though.
But no, Bobby died, and it's bullshit.
Yeah. Fucking
the
Bobby.
one pure character in that show.
Seriously, like one of the ones that you could actually, like, hey, he's not, I mean, he's a fucking gangster, but he's not bad. I mean, he's not a spiteful kind of gangster, so.
He's kind of a doofus, but like.
Yeah, Bobby Bacala.
Yeah. Bobby Bacala.
Yeah.
The only guy to fucking stand up and beat the shit out of Tony, too.
Yeah. I'm assuming that Big V hasn't watched any of this because he's been eerily quiet this entire time.
Well, no, I haven't seen it.
And that's his review on that one.
Have you never watched The Sopranos either?
I watched The Sopranos.
Okay.
So The Sopranos I watched, I got into The Sopranos because I would watch Oz, and it came on right before Oz.
Oh, okay.
So that's what got me into The Sopranos, so I started watching that.
I need to pick Oz back.
I never watched Oz.
It was good.
Yeah. I heard good things about it, but I never actually sat through it. I heard The Wire was pretty good too, but I never watched that.
I can't get through The Wire.
Really? Okay.
It's not my. I don't know why. It's just not my thing. Like, I sat through most of Oz and I liked it. Loved The Sopranos.
Yeah.
The Wire I watched a couple episodes of and just never picked it back up.
Interesting.
Boardwalk Empire is pretty good.
I started getting into that, but
Even though you watch Steve Buscemi's fuck.
Steve Buscemi. Well, I mean,
That's not a good scene.
yeah, I can't imagine that being.
Don't like it.
Do not like.
Fucking weird weasel face.
Did you ever see Ed and His Dead Mother?
No.
And it's got Steve Buscemi and his resurrected mother. It's a
Does it fuck?
horror comedy. No, I don't.
Oh. I thought that's where you're going with that.
No. Anyway, so we want to get into the comic book club and versus this week.
Let's do it.
All right, which one are we going to start off with? Versus. That's what we usually do.
Well, we always start with verses.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so this week was Benjamin Franklin. No, not that one. The one from National Treasure. Versus Indiana Jones. So, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll start it off because I give it to Indiana Jones, for God's sake. I mean, come on.
Well, yeah.
It's fucking psychotic Nicolas Cage. That's basically all it is.
Right. I went with Indy as well. Indy's a little more of the physical than Benjamin Franklin was. Benjamin, if it came down to brains, I'd go probably Benjamin, but Indy's more of that, like that scene. He pulls out his gun and just shoots the dude.
Yeah. All Benjamin Franklin wants to do is drink and fuck.
Well, I mean...
Loved French whores.
Fly kites.
And fly kites and thunderstorms.
Yeah. And didn't he have a pet rat?
It wouldn't shock me.
Or a mouse or something, and he invented bifocals. Okay, well, that was great. Alright, Big V's not allowed to pick verses anymore. No, I'm kidding. I still say that Laura Croft versus Indiana Jones would have been a better matchup, but we'll do it your way, V.
If you went with that, it'd be no contest. Laura Croft, she's way more like Indy. Yeah, might be a little bit of a badass by shooting a guy. He shot first.
Yeah,
but Laura is. There's more to Laura. Her everything she did, like she went into some like crazy shit.
that's true. She can do backflips and shit.
That's why I thought it'd be a little closer with Benjamin and Indy.
Yeah.
Did you say Benjamin?
Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
There's no R in it.
Whatever.
V is like hit the capacity for your shit for this episode. He's just like, fuck off. Yeah, whatever.
It's been 61 weeks of this bullshit.
Plus downtown during the fucking Find the Ripper shit and everything.
That's the only time I felt bad about it because, like,
oh,
he got angry at me.
Yeah, that was fun though. Anyway,
There was some.
All right, so we got three for Indiana Jones on this one.
Yeah, we're all in Indy because
Yeah.
what's Benjamin Franklin gonna do? Over and slap him? How about you?
You could tap into that fucking Nicolas Cage rage. The fire, it burns.
A, B, C, D.
Yeah. Oh, good. The bees.
My eyes! They're in my eyes! No!
Oh, did you hear the thing that Kevin Feige wants to get Nicolas Cage and Wesley Snipes to come back?
Yes.
For Blade and Ghost Rider?
Oh, I hope so.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, Ghost Rider wasn't great.
I don't know about Blade. I like the new guy Blade, but anything where we could just get weird Nicolas Cage is good.
Yeah, that Blade was awesome. I mean, Wesley Snipes as Blade was awesome, but Wesley Snipes right now probably not as awesome.
No.
But if it was in like the multiverse of madness, how fucking crazy would that be?
Especially, it probably will be, but like especially because we're not getting the Blade or the Wesley Snipes in 1998. This is Blade Trinity Blade or Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
Where he's just hanging out, smoking pot in his trailer, doing passive aggressive notes to the director.
Oh, Wesley. And then you got...
Only showing up for the close-ups, and then the stunt double has to do all the fight scenes.
Yeah. Then you got hauled away for tax evasion shortly thereafter. So, there's always that. Alright, well, that's three...
We need more Marcus Phoenix, though. No, not Marcus Phoenix.
Simon Phoenix.
Simon Phoenix.
Yeah, Demolition Man. There you go.
Yeah.
Who's your...
Willie Mays Hayes. Who's what?
It's your turn. It's your turn, Darkness, for...
Alright, for verses, since we talked about it, I actually put some thought into this one. There's a caveat, though, so it's up to you guys. But it's going to be movie version of Black Widow. I guess you could do comic, too, versus James Bond. And it's a James Bond of your choosing. So, Natasha Romanoff doesn't have superpowers. She's got gadgets. James Bond doesn't have superpowers, but he's got gadgets. So you can pick the gadgets if you want to face against Black Widow. So it's kind of like in your ballpark to do kind of what you want with this one.
They're just gonna quip each other until they fuck.
You know, that could be the ending.
Especially if it's Sean Connery, James Bond.
Sean Connery.
Oh, I heard you can't have children. So I can nut inside that pussy all I want.
Damn you, Trebek.
Damn you, Trebek.
James Bond versus Black Widow.
James Bond versus Black Widow. And it's up to you. Pick your gadgets and pick your Bond if you want. It's up to you. So...
That's the sound your mother made last night.
Yeah. God. I miss James Bond. So, there we go with that one. Alright, so we'll go Comic Book Club, which this week was my pick for Luther Strode. The first series, the Curious... What the hell was it called?
The Strange
Talent of Luther Strode, yeah.
Jesus.
So, well, he's got like 3 or 4 different series, and Luther, I forget what it was. Like the other one's like The Strange Recollection of Luther Strode or something like that. But all right, so yeah, I never read it before, and I just thought it looked interesting. So I was like, oh fuck it, I may as well get the other guys to read it.
It's got everything I like in it.
Yeah, it seemed very similar to a lot of things that we've read before. It shares a lot of characteristics with like Invincible and stuff like that. And the artwork was decent, and it was bloody as hell, and Yeah.
I had to double check because at first I kind of thought this was written by Garth Ennis with how much like hardcore violence and like sex jokes there are.
Yes, I was very surprised that it wasn't if I looked at it, but yeah, I liked it.
I really like the character, the girlfriend character, Petra.
Yes.
I really liked her.
Yeah, she was cool.
She really. At first, I was like, "Oh yeah, this is just gonna be a, smart ass girlfriend character with a bad mouth," but she really kind of grew on me.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like a typical, like she's got her own issues and everything, and it makes her more relatable.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
And then the Voorhees High School.
Yes, there's lots of, and then
lots of that.
What was the other? Myers Municipal Hospital and everything. Yeah, they put in lots of little homages to horror movies.
I think it was the Myers one that I saw. I was like, oh, you guys aren't even fucking trying.
Yeah, it's just blatant right out there. So
the Freddy Krueger Children's Hospital.
Yeah. Kruger's grocery store. It's like, but yeah, I don't know. It seems interesting. They left a lot of kind of questions at the end of it, and you're like, all right, what the fuck's gonna happen next? And
I'm definitely gonna keep reading it.
Yeah, then it ends, and you're like, what the hell? So it's cool because it's a trilogy, and each part is 6 issues, so it's easy to get through and get the whole story. And yeah, I think I'm gonna continue it on my own, and I liked it. So V.
Same.
Yeah, it was good. I highly enjoyed it.
Yeah, I was surprised I actually picked something at random that I wanted to read, and it came out pretty good. So, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say. So yeah, check it out. What was it called? The Strange Talent of Luther Strode is the first volume. You can buy the whole series in one shot, and if you want to do that. Comixology, we keep shelling for them, but they're not going to exist anymore, so...
I still haven't seen one residual.
Yeah, they fucking owe us some money here. Well, they owe you money. But, yeah. What the fuck, guys? So, yeah, Comixology is going to be absorbed into Amazon. And...
Is it Amazon Comics?
Amazon Comics or something like that, yeah. So, no more shilling for them. I guess, I don't know.
Well, we could shill for the...
Fucking
Amazon
Lex Luthor of consumer goods.
He needs another space trip in his penis rocket.
That was... No, wait. Is that the other guy? What the fuck?
Jeff Bezos?
Oh, Bezos. Okay, I was thinking of Tesla guy.
That's Elon Musk.
Musk, there you go. Bezos and Musk.
What the fuck does he do?
Who? He bangs Johnny Depp's wife when they're at the outs? What? Thought that's what everyone knew. What the hell?
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. Amber Heard and him were known to be seen around town and stuff like that.
I mean, really? Like, with how rich that guy is, can you blame her?
Yeah, well.
Even though she cut off Johnny Depp's thumb or whatever?
Yeah, what the fuck is that about?
I heard a joke.
That'd be a red flag.
So... Jeff Bezos started dating his ex-wife's best friend, and it would make sense because Amazon does recommend current or something. I can't. Whatever. I ruined the joke.
I love it. I love it. It's like when a 6-year-old tries to flip you a joke. It's like, so and then this one time, and then this guy he walked into this bar, and then and then
there's this other person I didn't mention before.
Yes.
And then there's no punchline; it just kind of ends.
Yeah.
I can hear him walking to my house right now to just punch me in the face. So we need to lay off Big B.
I live an hour and a half away.
Yeah, you bastard. Anyway.
I do not work today.
Really? That's awesome.
I'm just saying.
We have a long recording day today.
He's got plenty of time on his hands, is what he's saying.
An hour and a half isn't nothing.
He's just gonna end this recording, masturbate, and fall asleep.
5 minutes and a cigarette. That's all he needs. All right, so Comic Book Club. Whose pick is it this week?
It is mine.
Big
And
baby.
we're going to go with DC comic publisher.
DC.
It's a horror. It's since we're into Halloween and stuff, so we are going to go with The Lost Boys Volume 1.
Yes.
God damn it.
I had something originally picked out differently, but because you're pissing me off, I was like, yeah.
This is the best revenge, I have to admit. Alright, Zach, you gonna fuck with me the whole episode? We're reading Supernatural versus the Lost Boys.
Is that a thing?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
It might be soon, I don't know, that's pretty awesome. But do we
Sam and Dean team up with the Frog Brothers to take
on some vampires. I gotta admit, man, vampires were fucking pretty brutal in Supernatural.
Yeah.
Right?
They were like really fucking tough. Fuck them up. Anyway. Alright, Lost Boys Volume 1 from DC Comics.
God, downloading.
Nice. Good pull. Good pull. I like it.
you can hear it in Zach's voice. He's just like, motherfucker.
That's it. Next week, lesbian dildo porn for everyone.
Oh no, you guys made my choice for next week much easier. I got the next three, my next 3 turns picked out for this one.
Oh
You
shit.
motherfucker.
Hey, they ended Baby Teeth. That one.
Oh yeah, they did.
That series got in it. That's a
Didn't
previous.
we talk to the artist or whatever?
Did we? Like
I
Comic
think we
Con?
did. Yeah.
I think yeah.
I was gonna pick up Baby Teeth Volume 3, and then
That's
she said
right.
a bunch
That's
of
right.
things that I weren't paying attention to, and I just kind of left.
Then I saw her chest, and I forgot the rest of everything.
No, she was kind of no.
Nah.
Pretty sure I had bigger boobs.
Well,
Jesus.
this is why we don't get invited to cons.
We're still looking into just starting our own booth.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. Damn it. Baby Teeth. Yeah, it ended in like issue 20 something.
Wow.
But so I don't know if they told their whole story or it got canceled. But that was a good one that you picked in the
That
past.
was a really good one.
Yeah. It's no something's killing the children, but you know. I think that's
No
still
Power Rangers versus Ninja Turtles.
yeah, that one's pretty fucking good too. You picked a couple of good ones. I trust your judgment.
Was something killing the children mine or yours?
I'll take credit for it.
No, it was Zach's.
Ah, fuck
Okay.
you. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, because I actually just picked that one back up. Because I didn't read it since we read it for the show. And then I just found 3 volumes of it. And I was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah, that one was good. Is there any other ones that someone else suggested that anyone's kept reading? No? Okay.
I know there was a couple. What were there?
Well, I'm trying to think of that one that you suggest where the guy has to kill somebody, kill or be killed.
Kill or be killed?
I've fallen went pretty deep into that one. I didn't finish it, but I read a lot into it. So yeah, it's good stuff.
See, like, Big V's picks that are like, I've read them before, so.
I know all these. Yeah, V picks a lot of more mainstream. You pick a lot of like weird indie underground, and I don't know what my shit is, but so I don't know. But no, it's good. It's all good stuff. It gets a good blend of shit to read. So
Yeah.
it's not the same kind of stuff
All our
every week.
different tastes and shit.
Yeah. As long as he never picks fucking the death of Superman, I'll be happy.
Well, just don't piss me off.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's never me that's giving you this shit. Okay, it's always Zach. But
Oh, you jumped in there. You jumped in
I
there.
jump in a couple times. Jesus, man, come on.
Zach starts a rolling and you come right in. You
Oh.
fucking, You fucking follower.
You bust my shit all the time too. What the hell?
Yes, dance puppets.
We're giving him what he wants. Stop.
His power grows.
Yes. I feed on your hate. Oh no.
Fucking energy vampire. My eyes are glowing blue.
Yeah. So we want to, speaking of DC Comics, because
I know, I was thinking about talking about this too.
Do we want to talk about this? Do we want to bring this up?
I do. Sure, why not?
Yeah, fuck it. We got a couple minutes left.
New Superman's bisexual.
Okay, so let's get this all so people know what the fuck we're talking about. It's not Clark Kent, Superman. It's his son, Jonathan Kent. Which half the people just now said, what? He's got a son? So... it's like people don't fucking. Everyone's like up in arms, like Superman's gay. It's like, okay, let's make sure we get all this shit fucking.
If Clark Kent was gay, a lot of stuff would make sense.
Okay. Fuck. B's gonna reach through that fucking thing and smack you.
Wasn't there?
You want to go for an hour and a half drive?
Bring the car around. I'm going to visit Zack.
It's because his car can't make it that far.
Oh, Jesus.
Wasn't there, like, they were toying with, like, different types of kryptonite, and one of the kryptonite, like, gave them, like, effeminate... I don't know the word.
You know the word, you just don't want to say it.
I wanted to say features, but that's not it. Gestures, maybe. Essentially hinted that this one type of kryptonite turned Superman gay.
V, you're the.
This one would be like. Well, actually, it was probably around when he was born because it was like in the 60s.
It's the pink kryptonite. So, if that tells you anything.
Well, yeah.
So the pink kryptonite is a type of kryptonite that seemingly turns Kryptonians homosexual. It is unknown what it would do to an already homosexual Kryptonian, although one could assume
turns them straight.
It would render them heterosexual. This type of kryptonite only made one appearance in comics and was used as a satire of the plots of Silver Age comic stories featuring some strange new form of kryptonite. So it appeared in Supergirl number 79, in case anyone wants to know about the origin of pink kryptonite.
And there's a picture of Superman and Batman making out.
Well, that's just fanfic. You can find that shit everywhere.
Oh, there it is.
I knew it was the pink kryptonite. I didn't know the whole backstory like that.
Yeah, it was made as a satirical. So, alright, I'm just going to come out and say it real quick. This is my fucking take on it.
Cancelled.
Well, okay. It's a gimmick. It's becoming a gimmick.
Yeah.
They killed off superheroes to get sales to go up. They give you a hologram cover or some foil cover to get sales to go up. Now they're turning characters different orientations to get sales to go up. And that's all I'm seeing it as. It's just another gimmick to sell comic books. I don't think there's any real thought put into it. I don't think there's any real emotion put into it, I guess, would be another way to say it.
You see, it don't bother me because here it is.
Yo, I was going to send this exact same picture.
Oh, jeez.
It's a character that hasn't had a full story set yet, so it's character development. So it don't bother me. It's we were talking about this earlier with the Flash.
Alan Scott.
They made Alan was there any point that there was any sign that he was gay?
Yeah, there wasn't nothing in. So
then now this whole awareness comes out, and they're like, oh, we need to do something. Well, let's take a character that's not that popular or not that well known, and let's just flip it on them.
Yeah.
And to me, that's where it's like, no, that's wrong. You're not helping the cause. You're forcing the cause.
Yeah.
And when you force the cause, it just shows that you really don't care.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the thing that gets me is it's all driven by money. They're just trying to get sales up. Like I said, I would I'd much rather have the gimmick cover than, the gimmick storyline about someone's orientation that they're going to retcon away when it's convenient. So, I mean, it's probably more well thought out and better done than Iceman. But, I mean, they've been doing this shit since fucking North Star. So, it's just becoming more prominent now. I mean, I can. What did we got? We got new Superboy. We got Robin, or one of the Robins. We got Lobo's daughter, Crush. We got Alan Scott. We got North Star. We got Iceman. We got Batwoman. We got. I mean, it just seems like a way to try and sell books. So, just a gimmick. But I mean, at least this one seems a little more well thought out than some of the ways they've done it in the past to other characters.
Right.
What's so funny, Zack?
I found this other thing.
Oh God!
Just
rabbit hole.
I'm listening to you, and I'm rabbit holing down this Superman going gay. And I need to find this one cover on my phone to send it to you guys because it's fucking hilarious.
I remember when they turned Lois Lane black. Does anyone remember that issue?
They did that with the Punisher too.
Yeah, they did that. So it's whatever. I mean, they're catching some headlines, and hopefully sales go up so they don't completely get fucking put into bankruptcy. So whatever keeps the comics going, I guess.
Keeping on the DC stuff because this just in. Early screenings of Robert Pattinson's The Batman suggest that the film will be nearly 3 hours long detective noir story with the Riddler as a sort of jigsaw figure.
Okay.
I thought it was cool.
And Catwoman is ugly.
And Catwoman you are not allowed to be attracted to.
That's right. I mean...
Which
translates.
Takes out more than her character.
Yeah. It's like, I am Black Widow. I am not to be toyed with. Don't look at me. Stop looking at me. It's like it takes off the whole character for the most part, Oh, it's Mystique. I'm gonna change into anyone you find attractive, but don't find me attractive. So
I'm Batman, but I'm broke.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like their whole gimmick just gets taken away.
I'm Superman, but I'm an interesting character. Fucking got one.
He's outside my house right now, twirling the keys to my car, and he's like, "Let's go." I'm like, "Oh shit." So,
well, yeah, because you can't climb up your stairs.
Jeez, you're making it worse. Anyway.
That's him leaving the house.
All right, and my wallet, my phone, and my key. I'm on my way.
Need my cigarettes, my emergency cigarettes, my second cigarettes.
Oh God, you're making it worse for yourself. It's gonna be like months since you've seen him, and all of a sudden you're gonna be like, "Hey, bam!" right in the fucking face. Fuck you.
October 23rd.
Ah, yes, October 23rd. Zack will be in action. Big Vicious will be in action in the main event.
So, if I remember correctly, Zack has a title that with no limit, so that means no rules.
Yeah, but we're on the same team.
What was that one thing that doesn't like? I might accidentally just drop a bag of fucking thumbtacks. I'm clumsy,
No, hold on, no. Thumbtacks don't bug me. It's when you say, "Oh yeah, I'm bringing out Legos," and you bring out fucking Mega Blocks.
I would rather go through Mega Blocks than Legos.
No. I'd go through Legos any day.
Well, we'll find out the 23rd.
Oh shit! There you go. BCW October 23rd. You'll see both of them in action. There you go. Oh, and I'm sorry. Paul will be there as well. There you go.
I'm waiting for it.
So enjoy.
Hold on, where's my sad violin music?
No, don't. I'm not editing that shit out. We got anything else?
No.
No.
Because now I'm sad.
Aw, why are you sad? Did someone throw trash at your feet?
Because he can't play his violin music.
Oh, that's fine. Okay. All right, well, let's button it up for this fucking week's edition of the Dark Asylum podcast. You can find us on Twitter at Dark Asylum Pod. And Zack and I have Pro Wrestling Tees storefronts. You can find our shirts there.
Come to the shows, you can buy our shirts.
Come to the shows. We might sign shit. You can take your picture with Zack or V or somebody. I don't know. You can make fun of Pa. And
please do.
Yeah.
Encourage it.
Yeah, he doesn't take it very well though, so you know.
And it's hilarious.
Yeah. Don't ever make him look at gay porn, so you'll never hear the end of it.
Pretty sure that's the highlight of my just giving Pa shit career.
You steal a man's car and show him gay porn, and he's more upset by the gay porn, then you know there's a problem.
Because it was hardcore.
I remember him complaining about it for a week.
Oh my god! And I was dolphin laughing, couldn't breathe on the ground. Just 'cause.
Yeah.
I don't know. In my head on that day, the funniest thing to me was showing him gay porn, knowing how insecure he is.
Yeah, it was awesome. But all right, so that's it for this week for wonderful Zack Winters.
I'm here to fix the Donna Copper.
And for Big Vicious.
Yep.
I am Darkness, and the asylum is closed.